What is the triangle maneuver in knight and bishop checkmate? Have you ever wondered how to checkmate an opponent using just a knight and a bishop? This can be tricky, but the triangle maneuver is a systematic approach that makes it possible. Let's break it down so you can grasp this essential technique. The triangle maneuver, also known as de Latang's triangle method, is designed to checkmate a lone king using a bishop and knight. This endgame scenario is one of the fundamental checkmates every chess player should learn. While it is more complex than simpler mates like king and queen versus king, mastering it is rewarding. The main idea behind the triangle maneuver is to confine the opposing king within smaller triangular zones on the board. Each zone is controlled by your bishop, knight, and king. The bishop takes charge of the hypotenuse, or the long diagonal of the triangle, while the knight and king cover the other escape squares. This setup prevents the enemy king from leaving the triangle. To start, you want to force the enemy king toward a corner that matches the color of your bishop. Since the bishop only controls squares of one color, the checkmate must happen in that corner. Gradually push the enemy king from the center or the wrong corner toward the right corner. Next, position your bishop so it controls a diagonal line that serves as a boundary for the enemy king. This diagonal forms one side of the triangle. Your knight and king will then work together to control the other sides, limiting the enemy king's movement. As you execute the maneuver, you will shrink the triangle step by step. Each time, you reduce the number of squares the enemy king can move to until it is confined to just two squares. Finally, when the enemy king is restricted to the smallest triangle near the corner, your knight and bishop will coordinate with your king to deliver checkmate. This requires precise coordination and patience, as the knight and bishop control different colored squares. For beginners, practical applications include learning how to coordinate the bishop and knight with your king to control key squares. Understanding the importance of driving the enemy king to the corner of the bishop's color is essential. Practice the shrinking triangle technique to limit the enemy king's mobility gradually. Also, be aware of common escape attempts by the opponent and adjust your knight and bishop positions accordingly. The triangle maneuver is different from the W method, another technique for this checkmate, but many find the triangle method easier to visualize. Mastering this maneuver is essential for beginners looking to improve their endgame skills. It teaches piece coordination, control of space, and the patience needed to force a checkmate with limited material. With practice, the triangle maneuver becomes a reliable way to convert a bishop and knight advantage into a win.